So you may have noticed that recently, classic Adidas models have started to get really popular again. And for several reasons. They're pretty low profile, they come in a lot of great colorways, and they're very easy to style. Now you might be interested in purchasing a pair of Adidas, but you just don't know which one. There are quite a few different options. So in this video, I'm gonna go through 4 of the most popular Adidas models, tell you what are the differences between them, and also tell you how they fit because they all do fit differently. And those are the Sambas, the Gazelles, the Campus, and the Adidas Superstars. Let's go. Starting off with this pair, the Adidas Samba, which right now you could argue might be the most popular of all Adidas models. Thanks in large part to popular influencers wearing them all over social media, and also thanks to these. Now this is the Adidas Samba collaboration with Wales Bonner that came out last year, and this was the pair that really kickstarted the comeback of the Adidas Samba in 2022. The interesting thing about these shoes is that they were initially designed for playing soccer or football on icy surfaces, and that's because of this rubber outsole. It gives you that nice grip. These shoes are quite narrow compared to almost all other Adidas models, and you can see that just by looking at the outsole. Look how narrow the shoe gets in the midfoot area. And for that reason, it is highly recommended to go a half size up in these than your true size. I am a true size 11. That's what I wear in almost all Nike sneakers like Nike Dunks and Air Maxes, and also Jordan 1s and New Balance 550s. But in this pair right here, I definitely need to go up half a size to an 11.5. Now, if you have wide feet, unfortunately, the Adidas Samba is just not a very good shoe for you, because even going a half size up, you might find the shoe a bit too tight, and going a full size up is not really recommended because you're just gonna have way too much room in the toe box. It's just not a very wide foot friendly shoe, unfortunately. Now you may notice that there are several different versions of the Adidas Samba available. There is the Samba Classic, and these come with that really long tongue. Pharrell recently did a collab on that model. There is the Samba OG. These are usually made out of leather, and they come with that shorter tongue. These are definitely the most popular of all of the Samba models. You also have the Samba Vegan, which is made out of synthetic materials, and they are slightly cheaper. And you also got the Velo Sambas, and this was a pair that was specifically designed for cycling. And all of these Sambas fit the same, go a half size up from your true size. The next sneaker we're going to be talking about is the Adidas Gazelles. They are very similar looking to the Sambas. However, there is one major difference, and that is that they're not as narrow as the Sambas. They're much wider in the midfoot and the toe box, so naturally they do fit very different. For me, I go a half size down for my true size in Adidas Gazelles. As I said, I normally wear a size 11, so in the Gazelles, I fit perfectly at a 10.5, which is a full size lower than the Adidas Sambas. Yeah, I told you guys, Adidas shoes fit very differently. If you do have wide feet, however, you can go true to size and they still will fit fine. With the Gazelles too, a very interesting history. Now, these were originally designed to play another sport, and that is handball. And it was also one of the first performance shoes ever to feature a suede upper. Now with the Gazelles as well, there are several different versions. You can get your regular Adidas Gazelles. They're usually made out of suede and they have a standard outsole. And this pair right here is actually the Gazelle Indoor, so they have a different gum outsole. This particular pair is very different. It is a special collab between Adidas and Gucci, and it's simply one of my favorite shoes that I own. There's also a newer version of the Gazelle that just got released called the Gazelle Bold, which actually features a triple stacked outsole, a very interesting shoe. For all of these Gazelle models, like I said, you want to be going down half a size from your true size to get the best fit. Very quickly, if you've been finding this video useful so far, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help me out and helps push this video to a wider audience. And if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Josh. I'm dropping sneaker content at least 3 videos a week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. The next sneaker we're going to talk about is the Adidas Campus, a basketball sneaker from the 80s, and it's a bit of an underrated shoe. It doesn't get as much love as the Sambas and the Gazelles, but it's still pretty popular. And although the difference is quite subtle, these are in fact chunkier than the previous 2 shoes. These also have more padding on the tongue. They're almost like a skateboarding shoe type of tongue. And materials wise, these are typically made out of nubuck. Not this particular version. This is the collaboration with South Park, so it's made out of this towel like material, but normally they're made out of nubuck. For sizing on this pair, they fit the same as the Gazelles, so for me that is a half size down than my true size. And just like all the Adidas shoes, these also come in many different versions, the most popular being the Campus 80s, which is just like the pair you see right here. You also have the Campus 2000s, which are normally made out of suede and have thicker Adidas stripes. as well as thicker laces. And finally, there's also the Campus ADV, which is specifically designed for skateboarding. They have a non-slip tongue. And for all of these, make sure you go down a half size from your true size. And the last sneaker we're gonna talk about is perhaps the most iconic Adidas shoe of all time, and that is the Adidas Superstars. They were popularized by hip hop icons in the 80s and 90s. And just like the Campus, these were originally designed for basketball, but then they transitioned to more of a lifestyle shoe. And even though the Superstar name is pretty popular, these have an almost equally popular nickname. They're commonly known as the shell toes, and that is because of this iconic rubber shell toe cap that these shoes have. They're definitely the chunkiest of all the sneakers mentioned in this video. However, I don't really consider this as a chunky shoe. It's still a pretty low profile sneaker. And for sizing on these, for me, these actually fit perfectly at true to size, which for me is a size 11. They're typically made out of leather. You really can't go wrong with owning a pair of these, an absolutely timeless shoe. And they pretty much go with anything. They're just very easy to wear, just an all-time classic sneaker. So once again, just to recap on the sizing, so whatever your true size is in most shoes, go a half size up from your true size for the Adidas Sambas. You want to go down half a size for both the Gazelles and the Campus. And finally, with the Adidas Superstars, stick with your true size. I didn't cover all of the Adidas sneakers in this video. There are definitely some other pretty similar looking shoes, but they're still pretty popular, such as the Adidas Specials, and you also have the Adidas Forum Low. For sizing on the Forum Lows, by the way, you can go with true to size on those too. Both of those are great options as well, but let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite classic Adidas shoe? I hope that you found this video useful. Once again, make sure you hit that like button if you did. It really does help out the channel. The links to all my socials as well as my sneaker podcast, those can be found in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.